Good day. In this video, we're going to look at nature of the roots. We're going to do application of where nature of the roots is used. This question can be found in the grade 11 and 12 exams. This question reads, given that f of x is bx squared plus 3x plus 4 and g of x is minus x minus 1. The question can be asked three different ways. They can say calculate the value or values of b for which the graph of g and the graph of f will either, number one, intersect, not intersect, or touch. Three different answers. Now remember, for any form of contact, intersect, touch, don't touch, we always equate the two functions to each other. So we write f of x equals to g of x. So you will take the bx squared plus 3x plus 4 and equate it to minus x minus 1, like I did down here. Then we simplify this equation by taking everything to the one side and equating it to 0. This is then the equation of where the two graphs will meet or not meet. Now to answer any one of the three questions they could possibly ask us, we will work out the discriminant or delta, which is the formula b squared minus 4ac. And he will help us to find the values of b. If the question said the graphs will intersect, then delta will be bigger than 0. If the question said the graphs will not intersect, then delta will be smaller than 0. And if the question said that g is a tangent to f, then we will make delta equal to 0. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to work out the discriminant because he's going to help us find the answers. I assume you know that the b over here and the a and the c comes from here. So a is the thing in front of the x squared, b is the thing in front of the x, and the c is the thing without the x. We'll substitute that into the formula like this and then simplify this. Then we get 16 minus 20b. That'll be the value of delta or your discriminant. The first type of question they can give us is they can say if g intersects with f. In other words, more than one place. We can now work out the value of b. So for the two graphs to intersect, delta has to be bigger than 0. So the 16 minus 20b must be bigger than 0. Now we solve for b. I plus 20b on both sides, divided by 20 on both sides. Then my simplified answer will be b smaller than 4/5 will give us an answer where g intersects with f. So the answer to this question is then b is smaller than 4/5. So if I write any number smaller than 4/5 in there and equate these two graphs, I'll get two possible values for x. The next question says calculate the value or values of b for which the graph of g do not touch f at all. That then means that the discriminant must now be smaller than 0. So then I write 16 minus 20b must be smaller than 0 and solve for b. Then the answer will be, therefore b has to be bigger than 4/5. Stop the video and just see how we got this answer. This now means if you take any value bigger than 4/5, put it in the place of that b, equate these two graphs, you won't find any solutions. The last way they could have asked it, they could have said, calculate the value or values of b for which the graph of g is a tangent to f. That implies they touch at one place. And we know that the two graphs, if they touch, then delta will be equal to 0. Your discriminant has to be equal to 0. So we write again, 16 minus 20b is equal to 0 and solve for b. And this answer will be b is equal to 4/5. In other words, if g and f touch each other, then b will only be 4/5. So if I put the 4/5 in here, equate this to this, I will find only one x value that works. And that means that g will be a tangent to f. Please stop the video and get your brain around these three questions. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy Nature of the Roots.